Welcome everybody to episode number 47 of the Third Son Gaming Podcast. I'm your host Tyler, joined as always by our three co-hosts, starting with Mike. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm kind of like a Smurf living in a world where Gargamel doesn't exist, my friend.
All right, super.
Didn't Gargamel make the Smurfs? Isn't that their origin story?
Did he? I don't know. That's a good
Yeah,
question.
so
We'll find that
I know.
out.
We're gonna even get a Smurf expert on this show to answer that
Yeah.
question.
Oh my god, we gotta debate this shit.
Hey, you brought it up.
Hey, yeah, I was saying, you brought
He
it up.
keeps trying to kill Smurfs. When he's not around, no Smurfs get killed. Happy days are here. There you go.
All right. So let's go next up north to Canada. Graham, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I joined a hockey league. I played, got a little rust off, but it was very good, and I'm looking for it this week. So things are good for me. How are you guys doing?
Good. Last but not least, Eugene, how you doing?
I'm ready for a vacation from work, buddy. It's been a long work week for some reason.
I hear you on that, and I don't get another one till June.
Other than that, I think I've gotten a lot of gaming in this week somehow.
That's
I'm
cool.
not sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. I don't get another vacation till June, which isn't really a vacation because we're going to be doing like 6 podcasts the week of E3, and that's the week I'll be off. So you can follow
Tyler.
us. What?
Go Ducks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But you can join in the conversation by joining our Facebook group, the Third Son Gaming Podcast Forums. And over there, it's now an open group. You'll be able to see everything in there. You'll still need to be approved to get in, but go ahead and join that. We'll make sure to approve you. And you can find us also now on the Respawn Network by visiting xboxculture.net or playstationculture.net. And
right.
As of tomorrow morning, we'll have an icon up there with the episode that you're listening to now loaded right on that website. So you can visit there as well. You can also catch up on all the latest news for Xbox and PlayStation on those two sites respectively, with a Nintendo site coming very soon. So with that, yeah, I know, right? With that,
Exciting times.
Let's jump into the news this week. There is quite a bit of some cool gaming announcements this week. So Darksiders 3 has been announced, and it's slated for release in 2018. And I haven't played the second one yet. I downloaded it in Games with Gold, so I look forward to getting to that. But
You're gonna love the second one, dude.
yeah. So you excited, Mike?
Yeah, I am absolutely, because I thought the first one was pretty good. Don't remember a lot of it because I actually watched my friend play it on PS4 way back when. Mm-hmm. And then I played Darksiders 2. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through it. But of course my save doesn't exist anymore, but whatever. Mm. And I had a pretty big ball playing that game. It's good. It's colorful. It's fun. It's not, overly aggravating or anything like that. So I'm really excited to see what they're doing with number 3. And that will definitely be a day one buy for me.
Oh, for sure. How about you guys, Graham or Eugene?
Actually, I haven't played any of the Darksiders, but I was talking to one of our Facebook guys, Dylan, and he was telling me about Darksiders 2, and I also downloaded it when it was a free game. So a part of me wants to get into it and try it. He was telling me that it's a fair bit puzzly in it, which I kind of like, so definitely looking forward to try that out. And once I play it, I'll let you guys know what I think of it, if you care for my opinion, but I'll just give it anyways.
Yeah, dude, it's the old school games we like. Zelda-y. It's it's got the bosses. You go through. You tree up your abilities, and you just have fun. I mean, there's just not a lot of banging your head on the desk with this game at all.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. And the Darksiders 3 release trailer, or whatever it's called, it looks awesome. It got me excited for it. It really did.
Yeah,
that's cool. All right, awesome. So up next, Remedy, one of my favorite developers, is working. And by the way, they developed Alan Wake and Quantum Break, among other games. Is working on a new multi-platform game that'll be on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And They've teamed up with 505 Games to develop a new cinematic third-person shooter. Can't wait. I would love to see Alan Wake 2, but even if it's not, I don't care. I just want to see what they come out with next.
I do like me some third-person shooters.
Yeah, and Remedy it does such a good job mixing story with gameplay that, I mean, the Alan Wake story was phenomenal. It was one of my absolute favorite games on the 360. So, and in the
I unfortunately haven't finished it.
Yeah, it's super good, and the DLC is really good. So I enjoyed that. That's one of the few games where I played through every single bit of content.
Yeah,
Because it was just
Alan
so much
Wake
fun.
is a great game.
Yeah,
So
it's really good.
wasn't it Remedy that didn't we talk about a few months ago? There's like a tweet, and they're talking about they're making a new game. There's like a PlayStation VR on the table and a PlayStation
Yes.
controller.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know it says third-person shooter, but do you think this might be a VR title?
I think it could
No.
be, and it might be. I mean, we'll see.
I
But-
don't see how it work out with third person, but
Yeah.
maybe it'll have
Yeah.
some kind of integrated first-person mode or some kind of VR mode worked in.
Mhm.
See, I still stick by my guns that the VR thing is still just,
I think it's
side
dead,
thing.
personally.
I don't think it's dead. I want to see what Fallout 4 VR does to
Oh
it.
yes.
Because Fallout 4 VR, if it's as good as advertised, could be a complete game changer for VR, and it could set the bar for what's expected going forward.
Well, I
And
trust
remember
their
what-
statements, and that's kind of statement they're going by. So, but I'm going with the optimistic, so we'll see.
Remember what I said when you guys first asked me about this one before they even came out. I said it's just going to be a gimmick and it's going to fade. It's going to go by the wayside, just like it did the first time it came out. You know.
I mean, it
So,
still has
we'll
a
see.
possibility in the future, but it'll be the far future. And I don't know. And until it's affordable, until it's technology that they can easily make software for, then it's not going to catch on. So
I agree, and I think you've got to have the one title. There needs to be a title release that everybody feels like they have to have. That like I have to experience this, and there hasn't been one yet.
no.
Yep.
So
And even with Fallout, I mean, if Bethesda, if anybody can do it, Bethesda can do it. But it's still, if it's just a $700 or $600, VR Fallout experience, no one's going to want that. Some other people have to follow suit.
Yep,
Right.
agreed, totally. Graham will get
Absolutely.
it, but everybody else will need something.
Yeah, Graham will spend $1,000 on a new. He's going to get one of those walking pads.
The treadmills,
for
yeah.
the treadmill, and just for Fallout.
All
I
right,
never know. If a bunch of money falls in my lap, I got something to spend it on.
all right. So up next, the Destiny 2 reveal event is scheduled for Thursday, May 18th, coming up shortly, and the game will be shown running on only the PS4 and PC. Even though, was it one of the titles announced that they were going to show off on Scorpio?
I'm not sure. I can't
I
confirm
don't
that.
remember, but it might not be. But I know they had the exclusive deal with Sony for all the DLC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes sense if that's true, and if you're right, because then they won't show it till the Scorpio gets shown.
Yeah.
Right.
So it would be cool to see it at E3. I don't remember if it was one of the games or not, so my bad if I got that wrong. But it will be shown on Thursday, May 18th. So those of you excited for Destiny 2, which I actually am, looking forward to seeing that and seeing what's new in the game. So up next, Damien Tong. I think that's the way to pronounce his name. He's the man who correctly predicted the PS4 Pro and Slim this year. Has predicted that the PlayStation 5 will hit store shelves in 2018. Gentlemen, your thoughts? I don't think so, but
Okay. If it is in 2018, then they got to announce this at E3.
Yep.
They will.
So-
I think they will. I've already said it before, and I really
So
think
are-
they will announce the PS5.
They're trying to steal thunder from Scorpio. Is this what their PR is?
Yep.
Well, I don't
They're
know.
gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean, they
Otherwise
don't have a
they'll
choice.
go
They're
with-
going to lose E3. They have to have some kind of announcement, and they've got to. They can't just show it say that this is going to be the most powerful console.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's ever been made. They've got to say
How many
that.
teraflops you think we're looking at
Yeah,
here?
they've got to give specs. They got to give specs, and they got to say that they've got to fix the 4K Blu-ray. They've got to say that this thing has 4K Blu-ray, and that not only they have to have backwards compatibility, they have to have everything. They have to have everything the Scorpio has plus more, and they're going to lose the next console generation.
So do you think, because Microsoft's kind of set the bar here for making consoles that now are compatible with all of the versions, do you think that they'll do that with the 5? Do you think it'll be compatible with the 4? Because we'll be at 5 years in 2018, and that used to be a pretty normal cycle.
Knowing Sony, probably not. Just
It's
with
gotta be.
I mean, I know we'd like it to be, but just look at what happened with PS3 whenever they made it compatible with PS2, PS1. It bit them in the ass, and I don't think they want to deal with that again. But if they if they make the software similar, but with inner workings that are more powerful, a GPU, more memory, and not really change the inner workings of how the OS works and everything, I think it's possible. But knowing Sony,
now,
that's their past history.
You're talking about the inner workings of the operating system. Now, the PS4 operating system is clashing heavily with Bethesda and stuff like that for their games. Now, do you think they're going to try to change that? So
well, I don't think it's really the operating system. I think it's just Sony and their policies. I think the whole mods and everything. I don't understand why, Sony can't allow, because the big thing with Fallout and Skyrim, wasn't it like they only allowed like so many megabytes,
so many
mods,
and then not megabytes,
and then
and
I don't understand why iOS would limit that. Sorry, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it again. I mean, I know I'll hear it again for being Xbox fanboy guy, and it's not true because I play a lot of MLB The Show. I play a lot of Sony games when they're good, but for being the company that says they're most about giving gamers choice, they have the toughest restrictions that limit choice. They don't have EA access on PlayStation 4. Why is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not even why. They want people to buy PlayStation Now. That's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they don't have it. But Xbox just announced their what's it called again? Xbox the monthly on-demand games. Yeah, the monthly subscription, and they're not canceling EA access.
Yeah. Nope.
So who's really giving gamers the best choice? And now you're saying that with Scorpio, you're going to be able to play on that system if you want, but still play with your friends that only have the release Xbox One or maybe the One S.
Yeah.
You're still going to be able to play with them seamlessly, the same games.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who's really giving the most choice now?
Yeah.
So
and you can play all the way back
Yeah.
to like 360 backwards compatible too.
Yeah.
So now you're going back 2
And
generations.
then something else too. Xbox Play Anywhere. So I guess I never really understood it before, but I was just playing my Xbox and I was looking at my games library, and Gears of War 4 is an Xbox Play Anywhere title, right?
Yep.
And I have the physical copy and I don't have the disc in there, but I can play the game still. So they don't have like the proof that I have the disc, but I'm still able to play it. So is that how Xbox Play Anywhere works?
I'm not sure. We were actually talking about this the other night.
Yeah, so it showed up, and I'm not sure how I'm able to play it. I'm like, is this how Xbox Play Anywhere works? Because that's awesome. That if it's a Play Anywhere title, if it's loaded in my system, because I bought the deluxe edition or whatever, and I had to enter a code for it. So maybe because I have that, it gives me that option of not having the disc. Yeah. But I think if that... It
might be a situation where when you try to load it up on your PC, you've got to load the disc into your console just for proof of ownership, and then that's it.
I mean, I can play it on my Xbox without the disc in there, so I don't know, true. But that's a great feature. That's a great feature, and that is for the gamers.
I think maybe it works until like somebody goes to put it in their system and saying, okay, this was already registered with another system, and then it clashes, right? Yeah. So right now, first time you put it in, it registered whatever like code of that game to your account. So then when somebody else puts in that same disc, it's like, all right, wait a minute, this code has been registered before.
Right. You know what would be the end all be all for me for like Xbox? If so with the Blu-ray movie, I can buy a Blu-ray movie and I get a digital copy with it. So I have the physical Blu-ray. So if Xbox would have that feature, like they would just kill Sony to me. They're all about the gamers right now, and even though I love Sony and I feel like I'm well-rounded when it comes to gaming, I try to give a fair chance to all consoles, but Sony's messing up right now.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, everybody's messed up though, so it just happens to be Sony's turn.
Yeah.
It's kind of cyclical, Sony messed up back with the PS3 launch. Microsoft really messed up with the Xbox One launch, and now it's kind of, we're seeing the table start to turn a little bit right now with these current consoles.
And it seems like the layers are piling on too, like more negatives against Sony.
Yeah, and I agree with the Xbox Play Anywhere, because as we've started to stream more, which by the way you can catch us on twitch.tv/ThirdSunGaming, we've been streaming a lot more. The Xbox Play Anywhere is going to be huge for us because it simplifies being able to stream, because you can just load the game on your PC and go. And that's great. So I'm hoping to see a lot more titles, and that's one thing I'm really looking forward to at E3, is seeing which titles, how many titles we're going to see be Play Anywhere titles this year.
They got to pick up the pace because last year we got 3 or 4, not a lot. So.
Yeah, it's going to be their exclusives though. It's not going to be. You're not going to see EA because they're going to sell their games through Origin, right? It's not going to be a lot of third party. It's going to be all the first party games. So, but I'm excited to see what happens there, and being able to play a game like Sea of Thieves on PC would be pretty cool. So, all right. Anything else on that, guys?
Oh,
all right. So, according to a listing on GameFly, and Mike, you were right. You said this a long time ago. Call of Duty 4 will release as a standalone title on PS4 June 20th and July 20th on Xbox One. So go ahead and gloat.
Gee, I wish I would have said that.
I think I backed you up on this too.
End of gloat.
Yeah.
Can we just go in our library and find that clip and just play it right now? Just edit it in.
No, I can't. But,
yeah, Billy? Oh no, Billy's not here.
But I think when we talked about it, I think you and I said, a few months down the road, like 6-8 months down the road, I can see it happening. But I think back then we were talking about like a month after release, are they going to put this thing in the store? And obviously that didn't happen because they kind of made this commitment to gamers, like the only way you can get this game is to buy, Infinite Warfare.
I believe my words were sooner or later, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah. No, you're right. You were. I'm just saying. I think I put the caveat in that I can see it like 8 months down the road, or so. But
so
they got to make that money. Got to make that money.
So can we talk about the money for a second? Because I've heard rumors that it's $50.
Oh, come on!
Like I've seen that price. I've seen it in the news that it's going to be $50. At least that's what the listing says.
It's not worth it to me.
That sounds very consistent with Activision.
Really yes, it totally does.
That's not worth it. Not a bit.
I mean, I've seen it on like Walmart.com even where you can still get the combo with Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare for like $50. So it didn't make any sense to me, but I can totally see him doing that. But to me, it's a $20, maybe $30.
So what do you guys think is a fair price for the game? Because right now, before you answer, they're putting all the backwards compatible titles for Call of Duty on Xbox One for $10, basically. So what do you think is a fair price?
Honestly, this is kind of like a weights and measures sort of thing. If they price it properly, then they will have a large player base. If they try to gouge, they will not. So in my opinion, if they would put it out for, let's say, $24, $25.99, especially with what's going on with, you got Prey out now, you got all the other shooters that are out, it's just going to go by the wayside if they put it at $50. So if they put it at $25.99, $24.99, I think they could actually get a player base going out of that.
Yeah, I was actually going to say $25. I think that's fair.
I mean, the map, they've got to include the map packs too, because the map packs right now are $15. So the standalone.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, with that being said, I changed my $20. If they include everything, $30.
Yeah, I can go with that. I can go with $30, including all the map packs from the game.
I gotta be honest with you. I still don't think I'd pick it up for $25 right now with all the other stuff that's out.
True.
Yeah, it's hard to justify it.
Yeah, this is the most beloved Call of Duty game though, and there's a lot of players that want to go back to that. And this is really the best shot you get to play a remastered, current gen version of kind of the simplistic Call of Duty that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Before World War II comes out.
But just because we known and loved it back then, don't mean it's way better than what's out now, right? Because the thing is, sometimes we go back and oh, I love this game. The game was the best, and you go back and play. It's like, well, actually, it's not as good as this other game that I have.
Oh,
it's horrible now.
And I've learned sometimes some games are best left in the past. You know?
And then with a high price, then you consider, is it worth risking it now? Maybe I'm going to get it. I'm not going to enjoy it, and then I don't want to risk $50 or whatever, right?
Sure.
I really just wish they'd give it the Nathan Drake treatment and just all three Modern Warfare games together, all HD, all DLC, put it all together in one package for $60 is the way the
That
what
would
the
be a good
fans should
idea.
get.
Because then they could get that kind of money, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They can
and
justify
to be honest,
charging it.
Modern Warfare 3 wasn't even that good.
Yeah,
I mean, but
two was my favorite.
One and two were
Yeah.
great.
3 was
But-
kind of a.
Yeah.
Well, 3 had a lot of development problems. That's when everybody left the studio.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to piece it together.
Two had the
But-
best online, personally.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, two's online for 2 is great. I still like go back to Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4 for online. I really loved online in that game. But
Yeah.
all right, moving on. Graham,
Yes.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I know you picked up, is Nintendo's first
did.
#1 in the UK in over 5 years. So how do you like the game?
Oh, I think the game is awesome. I've been having so much fun playing online, like all the different battle modes. And they've made it really easy, like to find people, and you can do little communication things. So I've really had no problem with it. I played some of the single player. Single player has been lots of fun. So it's a great game for playing online and with a bunch of people. Like I'm waiting to try like tabletop with local players, 2 using each Joy-Con. It just seems like a lot of different options you can play it with. So it's been great for me.
What's your favorite mode?
Battle mode for sure.
Oh, I love the Piranha Plants one.
Yeah, the
It's
Piranha
like
Plant
you have
one.
the cops and robbers or whatever.
See, it
style
took me a
gameplay.
while to figure out what the hell was going on with there, but
Yeah.
no, I think they're all fun. Like they offer different things. I'm better at some compared to others, but also I end up picking up the Pro controller, and it's just so much more fun playing with that. I haven't tried any of the amiibos yet, which I don't know what that offers, but it gives you that chance to try it out. So no, I've been really enjoying it.
So
What's your favorite character?
I go to Link. It's
Yeah.
I've tried
So-
other ones and tried different mobiles, and it just I don't know, when you make the jump and he gets the sword out, and the Master Sword, and he swings it, I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
He's so heavy though. He's so heavy.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I'm better in battle
your
mode.
back.
Because I don't need to
I go with Tanuki Mario. Tanuki Mario is my favorite. My girlfriend likes Baby Rosalina. So about the Pro Controller, was what I said true about the Pro Controller?
It was true.
So I said that the Pro Controller is the best feeling controller that I've used for a game console to date.
You know, even before I tried it, I got it. I opened up the box and I just held it. It sounds like a love story. And I held it in my arms.
Normally
I held it in my
it's
hands.
too.
And it just like it fits so like comfortable. Like it just seems like we were meant to be.
Oh my god.
This is, and the sad thing is,
my
like,
God.
I'm not even remotely surprised to be listening to this.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, well,
it's- but
But you know, I haven't played
Fires up the candles.
Zelda
and
Breath of the
deep.
Wild holding this controller yet. I'm saving that for a special night.
you could have told that same story and like replaced controller with like baby or cheeseburger, and you would have got the same outcome.
Yeah.
so,
Some nights it could be the cheeseburger.
so,
Yeah, when I first held this cheeseburger.
so, Graham, I think I might have to pick up this game tomorrow. I've been kind of eyeing it at work, and
It's
like,
totally worth it, man. And it is a great looking game, running at 60 frames.
Yes.
When you're playing single player, it just looks good.
all right,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I forgot. A fellow Switch owner like yourself, Tyler, definitely.
I know.
It'll look great on that 4K.
Hey Tyler,
Yeah.
what was that one game that was on the 360? It was a racer, and all of a sudden they just stopped supporting it. And
Oh, I
turned
know
off
what you're
the
talking about is
server.
Blur.
That was an amazingly fun racer.
Oh,
That
was that
was
the
fun.
one where like the bridges and stuff fell as you're racing, and you had that timeline?
But it had the power ups.
Yeah, like you're going so fast, and then like
Yes.
while you're going on overpasses and stuff, they're just like collapsing and things like that.
I don't remember the overpasses, but I know there were a ton of power ups. The achievements in that game were hard because you had to do like 3 or 4 things together to unlock an achievement. But that game was really fun.
Yes.
And I mean, the fact that I remember it immediately just from your description,
Yeah.
that game was a lot of fun. And it reminds me too of like the old Need for Speed games,
Yep.
which were really fun. And I know there's a new Need for Speed in development. And I'm hoping they kind of go back to their roots too with that game. Back to like, what was it? Hot Pursuit?
Yes.
Yes.
That
which
was fun.
great.
That was.
Yeah, Hot Pursuit was a lot of fun. So I'd rather, honestly, I'd rather play that than Forza. But
Yes.
Need for Speed's really fallen by the wayside in the last few releases. So, all right. if you are a fan of Dead Space 2 and 3 like I am, at least 2, I haven't finished 3 yet, but I plan on it now. They are now available via backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. So one of the best franchises of the 360 is now available to play.
Yeah, I love Dead Space.
Dead Space is great.
It's such a great game, and if Xbox just really wants to take everything at E3, Dead Space 4, Scorpio.
Oh man, yes. I didn't even think of that, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Now, could that be a Play Anywhere title, or?
Let's see why not.
Well, we have to see if it's
Scorpio's gonna be up to specs a little bit more towards a PC than the Xbox One. So.
See, they're still like releasing lots of great backwards compatibility games. It's great.
Yeah, they are, and now we're over over 200 games, or 500 games, one or the other. So
it's a high number for sure.
Those are must-haves for backwards compatibility. Yeah. I do not like scary games, but they did it right. Did with the environments and the darkness and the connection that you felt with Isaac.
Yes.
I love that game.
And what's cool about them from 1 to 2 is that they're different games. They're very different, but they keep the same feel in terms of the environment, in terms of, like, you're playing a Dead Space game. But the first one is almost like, it's a little more survival horror-y, like, and the ammo is very limited. And you can die pretty easy in that game. Whereas 2, I think, from my opinion, is much more of a shooter. In the current sense. But it's still really fun, and there's plenty of scares in that game, and plenty of times where you're like, holy crap. But they're both really fun.
It was real survival horror. I mean, it brought back everything that Resident Evil took away from us. Yeah. And, it took away the convention that, yes, this is a shooter, but headshots don't work. Yep. You have to take apart limbs.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me being Isaac and just finishing number 1 and then getting sucked into number 2?
Yeah.
My personality. I would just end it.
Yeah, you'd be done.
Yep. Like, fuck all this shit. I am not doing this again.
All right. So, last up for us today. Blizzard has confirmed the top 32 countries with the highest skill ratings in Overwatch as part of the Overwatch World Cup. And number 1 is China, number 2 South Korea, number 3 is the United States, and of note, the United Kingdom is 6th, and Canada, Graham, is 7th.
It's like the Summer Olympics, except we'd be a little further down on that list.
That's only because the rest of the countries.
Because the Summer Olympics, the U.S. would be number 1.
Yes, they would. Graham, if you were playing this game, maybe you'd be a little higher.
Maybe.
I wish you guys would play this game.
Nothing drove me to play this game, and I didn't even really know about it. And then it got released, and you guys ranted about it, and it won so many awards. But
it's a fun, just pick up and play title.
It is.
You don't have to invest time in it. Yeah.
Yep. But on the note of competitive shooters, when we get to what we've been playing, I'm really excited to hear Graham's thoughts on a competitive shooter that he played online for the first time this week. So
I kind of want to hear that story too.
I'm excited to get to it. One of my favorites of all time. And Graham got in and played with us, so I'm excited to hear that. So, but everyone, that's going to do it for the news this week. Graham, let's turn it over to you. What can we get new in stores?
Well, we are still pretty quiet for new releases next week. 2 of the biggest titles, surprisingly, is being released on the Nintendo Switch. So let me tell you what those titles are. Starting on May 9th, you can get your physical or digital hands on NBA Playgrounds. This game looks like a whole lot of fun to be had on the court or in the playground. And for you fans of Minecraft, which I know there are lots of you out there, and for owners of the Nintendo Switch, which we also know there are plenty of you, they have combined the 2, and now you'll get to play Minecraft on yet another platform.
Oh boy.
Yep. Minecraft is coming to Nintendo Switch next week on May 11th. And this version was designed specifically for use on the Nintendo Switch, as its name, Minecraft Switch Edition, suggests. I'm predicting this will prove to be a great move for Nintendo Switch, because people love this game. They really do.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Isn't this like the biggest selling game of all time, just because all the platforms it's on?
Yeah, and I don't. I'm with you, Eugene. I don't get it, but I understand that a lot of people absolutely love it. So I
It's
think it's great
freedom.
whenever. Yeah, it's great whenever you can
It's
get it out there to more people.
Yeah.
Plus,
So
as an Xbox fan and supporter, like, hey, they kind of own it now, so cool.
that's true.
It just brings out people's creativity. That's who it appeals to.
Oh yeah.
What
Just
I don't
like
understand.
Just like City Skylines appeals to me because I can build anything I want the way I want. So
what I don't understand is one of the reasons why the game is so popular because of Twitch streamers, and
totally.
I just know like I have nieces and they will not play a video game, but they will sit all damn day and watch YouTube and watch people play Minecraft. Mm-hmm. And I don't under they even have Minecraft for their dad has an Xbox. They have Minecraft.
I can tell you exactly why. I'm in the same boat. There's a lot of games that I don't want to play, but I'll watch. But I'm interested in it, and I'll watch on Twitch or whatever it may be, because then I don't have to do it. I can just watch it happen.
And I understand that, but seriously, they will just watch. That's all they'll watch is just Minecraft.
Yeah, there were South Park episodes about this, and that's how you know it's real if it was on South Park. But yeah, I'm with you. I know there's lots of people that just like to watch games and don't play, but hey, if it's something that's going to bring people into the system and you get more engagement, more power to them.
No, but honestly, if you go on YouTube and look up like the best creations or something like that, you will be blown away.
There's some cool things.
Oh yeah,
blown away by what people have come up with.
And Graham, not to derail you here, but what do you guys think? Do you think that because Lego recently put out a game that's supposed that they're trying to rival Minecraft? Do you think it has any chance?
I say good luck. No, there's no way.
I don't either.
Well,
there's way too much support for Minecraft. Even like HoloLens, like that's the thing they're pushing. Minecraft.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if they can make it $15 like Minecraft, then absolutely. But with the Lego name, they're going to charge $60.
It's already down to $23.99.
And I think they can carve out a niche, but I don't think it's ever going to touch the sales that Minecraft has achieved. Over time. So
it's whoever makes it first makes the money. That's how it goes.
Yep. So Graham, continue.
Okay. Now for our other two consoles. No, we haven't forgotten about you. We have some titles sharing releases for both systems. We have Human Fall Flat releasing on the 9th for PS4, and then it will be released for the Xbox One on the 12th. Also releasing on the 9th, we have Butcher. This what I do with titles sometimes. This title will see the light of day first on PS4, and then the following day on the 10th, it will be released for the Xbox One. Now, sticking with the 10th, we have Lethal League, which will release simultaneously on both Xbox One and PS4. Next, we have Birthday's the Beginning. This title will be released on both PS4 and on PC, and will be available on May 9th. And to finish off our week, we will be getting a new release on Xbox One, and that release is titled Elliot Quest. This game releases on May 12th. And that finishes off our new releases for the week of May 8th to the 12th. Now, take it away, Mike, and give us the lowdown on deals to be had.
All right, Grammy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we're just going to go over what is available for free right now. The Ghana Sisters is currently free for download with Games with Gold right now. Coming up later in the month will be Lara Croft. On the 360, you've got Force Awakens 2. And then later this month, they're going to have the Star Wars Lego Complete Saga. So that's what you got for Xbox right now. With PS4, you got Tales from the Borderlands, Abzu. And then for PS3, you've got Blood Knights and Port Royale 3, Pirates and Merchants, which is really a good game. So make sure you get that and give it a shot. So let's get to the deals. What's out there for the Xbox right now? Now, this doesn't say whether it is wired or not, but right now you can get an Xbox One controller for $26.99 via eBay.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't say it's from a one of those big merchant sellers or anything. It just says via eBay, so you probably have to just do a search real quick. Xbox One Digital Mega Man Legacy Collection is $6 via Amazon. Great buy right there. The Division Gold Edition is $36 via Microsoft Store.
Get it now.
It can be.
Pick that game up.
DuckTales by itself, remastered, backwards compatible, is $3.74 via Amazon right now. Xbox One S wireless controller in white, newest model, $38.99 via Newegg with promo code EMCRFRC33. And that will be active for quite a while. Let's see, we got the Xbox One. Oh, that's the same thing, just for $1 more. Okay, so skipping out of that because there's not much else going on with that stuff right now. All right, Uncharted 4: Thieves End for the PS4 is $19.99 via eBay right now. BDS JTech is the name of the company that is selling it on there. Batman and Telltale series, everything is $15.39 on Amazon. PlayStation VR headset plus PlayStation cameras, $3.99 at GameStop, online only. PS4 Slim, 500 gigabyte console, Uncharted 4 bundle plus DualShock wireless controller in blue is $269.99 at Ant Online via eBay. PS4 Slim, 1 terabyte plus Final Fantasy 15, $299 at Newegg right now. And that pretty much does it for all of the PS4 stuff. Oh, you can get a straight up PlayStation VR headset, $349 at Newegg via eBay right now. As far as the Nintendo stuff goes, I really didn't see anything that stood out, so I don't have anything for you as far as that goes. So that's about it for me, boys and girls. Go ahead, Ty.
All right, let's go into what we've been playing, and I'll actually go first this week. Played NHL, of course, as usual.
Nah.
Yeah, I know. Played a little bit of MLB The Show, continuing on in Diamond Dynasty. I've committed to do a lot more streaming this week. We all have. We're trying to get our Twitch channel up and running and have a much more consistent presence there for you guys. So we've been trying to do that. Please visit us, twitch.tv/30centgaming, and take part in that. We're trying to reach the affiliate program or reach the threshold to get it. So we need your help with that. We need to get 50 followers. We need to have some, a decent amount of concurrent viewers at a time. So please help us out with that as part of the community. We'd really, really appreciate it. But as part of that, I've been playing, like I said, I played NHL, played some Battlefield 1. I played Little Nightmares this week, which actually is very good so far. And, I really like platformers like that. You guys have heard me rave on and on about games like Unravel and Inside, and it's definitely in the same vein as those games. So,
okay,
very good. It's a very solid game so far from what I've played. And finally, and I'm going to use this to transition on over to Graham, actually, we played Halo 5 online. And I'm going to tell you guys, I forgot how much I love this game online. It is such a good game to play. Shooter-wise, it feels so... as a shooter, it feels great to play. And we had a lot of fun with it. I'm trying to get back into kind of where I was before playing, but I haven't played in about a year, so it's kind of getting the feel for it again. But Graham, let's go to you. What was your experience? Because it's the first time you've ever played this game online competitively.
It is true. And I really enjoyed it. The shooting mechanics is awesome. I played with Steven. We've read questions from him. And he got me to try SWAT. He kind of explained to me, and I was kind of hesitant and stuff like that. But I started playing SWAT, and
I love SWAT.
I was enjoying it so much. I was actually having really good KDR, nothing amazing. But yeah, the game plays great, the mechanics. And then he got me to try Bumper Jumper, I think it's called, something like that.
Yeah.
Where it changes the controls.
Yep.
And it works really well. It gives you a chance to jump around and turn and aim, makes things easier. So thank you for that advice. And like I said, really enjoyed that game. And also with that game, I played NHL 17, which Tyler just said, which is still an awesome game to play every once in a while. But also I played Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. Tried a little bit of streaming of that, just experimenting. Great game. Couldn't say more great things about it. Lots of characters, lots of tracks, so much fun. Also played Fallout 4, which tried a little bit with mods and survival. Just started something out. Forgot how hard survival is. You can't just run in and try to conquer things. Like a mole rat shows up while you're doing something and gets you twice and you're dead. So you got to be very careful with that kind of stuff. And to finish off my playing, I played Diablo 3 Seasons.
Nice.
I also played that game with Steven. He brought me in some of the rifts, and I leveled up so fast. Like, if you're starting out and you're kind of hesitant, you don't think you're going to do that well, then jump in online with a friend and get ready to go through runes and check your armor and level up constantly. But it progresses you through levels really fast. So it's definitely a good way to get a good head start from when you go play by yourself. That way you're not grinding and taking a long time. So I would highly recommend that, and thanks for the help, Steve.
Yeah, and before we move on, I just want to say real quick, anybody out there in the community, we're happy to play games with you guys anytime you want. We got a few actually members of the community that jump in and play games with us fairly regularly. Steven and Dylan, who we're going to hear from in a little bit, jumping and playing NHL with us a lot. Steve and I play Halo now, and also with Graham. Raz played Sea of Thieves with in the alpha and play some stuff with. So really enjoy that. We love getting a chance to play with you guys. So whenever you want to play something, let us know. If there's something you want to see us stream on Twitch, let us know that too. I did post something on our Facebook page to see what you guys want to see. I know they're egging Mike to play some Dark Souls, so maybe that'll happen at some point.
Dark Souls. You
don't want me to play that game because that'll turn into like Mike and NHL, and that'll be bad. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, we love seeing you guys come in and play games with us. So please do that. And if you see us online playing something, feel free to jump in and send us a message. Say, hey, can I come in and play? And more than likely, we're going to say, yeah, absolutely. So please do that. Let's. Who wants to go next, Mike or Eugene?
I'll go. It's fine.
Okay.
Playing a lot of City Skylines and streaming it. I've got quite the robust city going on. Now, this is like the third city I've started because, you learn a lot from the beginning and you're like, and then you start over again. But this city is rocking and rolling, looking really good. Looking really good, and I'm happy with it. I keep going and going and going. Got a few questions today while I was playing. It's kind of nice. It was cool. Played for about 4 hours. Let's see. I played some Doom today. Played about an hour of Doom. Last couple of days I've been playing FIFA. The Be a Pro version. Mm-hmm. Leveling my guy up and or stats or whatever.
How do you like that single player campaign?
What single player campaign?
Well, I mean, like the Be Pro, the journey. Yeah. How do you like the journey at all?
Oh, I haven't even tried it, man.
I thought that's what that Be a Pro was.
Making a guy, picking a team. I always pick Wolfhampton because they're the only ones that look like wolves and they have different uniforms than everybody else. So I always pick them, and I got sent down to develop my skills, and I've just been playing as myself, and kind of like you do in Be a Pro in NHL 17, where you call for it, you pass to other people, stuff like that. So it's not hard to get a 9 or higher rating in a game as long as you either score a goal or get an assist. Because I play middle right, so but it's fun to me. I like playing that mode. Not much for online stuff like that because I'll get killed. Played a little NHL 17. Haven't played last couple days. Definitely want to play tonight.
All right.
Hint, hint.
So yeah, and go Ducks.
They didn't deserve that win. Just
oh, shut up.
Eugene, what have you been playing?
So I've been playing several games this week. I played the Prey demo. I downloaded that this last weekend, and not too impressed with it.
No way.
I'm still picking it up, but yeah.
So yeah, I downloaded the demo, and I didn't play the original Prey.
Yeah, whenever it came out. Crap.
Yeah, it really reminds me. First off, the graphics is what got to me. The graphics look like Xbox 360 graphics, and then the story didn't really grasp me at all. So if you play the demo, you start off like it's a simulation. You don't know you're in a simulation, and it ends up the simulation goes wrong, and you find out that the world around you's like fake. And I don't know if the guy realizes that he was in a simulation or not. It doesn't really go into detail. But then the aliens or the parasites attack. And it really reminded me of a lot like Half-Life when I played Half-Life 2 back in the day. I didn't really dig it. It just felt dated. It didn't feel good. The story felt dry and bland. I don't think I'll be picking up. So let us know how that goes, Tyler, whenever you pick that up. I also played a lot of Mario Kart. So I picked up Mario Kart on launch and been playing a lot online. Been playing a lot of the single player too, so I can unlock all the car parts and everything. It just doesn't feel good to not have the car that you're used to, or the wheels that you're used to, or anything. But totally would be willing to play that online. And whenever I do get a capture card, I'd like to play that a lot, stream that a lot if it'll allow me to.
It will. I've done it.
It will. You've done it? Okay. Yeah, I'd love to play that. I really wish you'd be my friend there, Grant.
I'll be your friend, Eugene.
I appreciate that. So
we'll be friends tonight, okay?
If anyone wants to play some Mario Kart, ask for a friend code. We'll put our friend codes up on our Facebook page. And Tyler, you need to pick this game up because I just love Mario Kart. It's such a great, well-rounded racer, and it looks great on the Switch. Mm-hmm. I also played a lot of Diablo 3. Diablo 3, and I played the what's the challenge mode called? Sorry.
Seasons.
Yes, Seasons. I started the Seasons character, and I got through the first act of Diablo 3, and just playing through the acts, reliving the story again. There's one more game that I wanted to mention that I played, but yes, I played Guardian. I bought Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game, and started that up. So it feels like it feels a lot like a Telltale game with the outdated engine that it has, and it still has the same old buggy and frame rate issues that all the Telltale games share. But it seems interesting right now. It kind of tells a new tale of the Guardians, and I think it bridges the gap between the first one and then what will be Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy. So it felt pretty good. I also wrote a review for the Disney Afternoon Collection, which it may get put up on the PlayStation Culture site soon. If not, I'm probably going to just put it on Google Docs for the time being, so some people can check it out and read it. But give me some feedback on it. It is my first review, and I actually feel a little bit proud of it. It's the first piece I've.
I think you did a good job, honestly. Yeah. So, yeah, for definitely for a first go, like that was pretty good.
I'll read it.
I'll put that up, and I'll put that up tonight. I'll just go ahead and put it on Google Docs and make it public access to where anybody can check it out. So yeah. I think that's it.
Just make sure if they publish it, you take it down. So,
yeah, that's.
All right, that'll do for what we've been playing. Let's go into discussion. Eugene, what do we have for questions on Facebook? I know we just got a last-second one from Guess Who.
Yeah, so I had to tag them on the post to get a question out of them. But we do have a new question from I think it was first-time writer, Dylan Anderson. So he asked, do you guys think going back to World War II could help somewhat restore Call of Duty's brand, or has it been too long for World War II to save it and be good?
Well, you can't wall walk in World War II, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Do you have Did they have jetpacks in World War II?
No, so that's a plus. Were they in space in World War II? No, that's a plus.
Oh. Can you shoot around the corner without actually going around the corner and hit people?
That depends on the engine.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think so in World War II. I don't think you can do that. But as long as you can't hide under the map.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
But honestly, I'm really excited for this. I am, and I don't think it's too late to save the franchise, because this franchise is a behemoth.
Yeah, but it's definitely the right stride for sure.
It is. They need to get back to what made it great. And I think that they're doing that in every single way. They're simplifying the gameplay. They are going back to an environment that is more simplistic, honestly, and is going to rely more on your ability to play an online shooter rather than use all these super special power-ups and run on walls and, do whatever.
Yeah, and it retells history, too. That's one thing I liked about it, and I think that's going to draw a lot of people into it.
Yeah, and me for sure is one of them. I think, and there's a place for all that stuff in games. Like, I love Titanfall. Titanfall has all that stuff, right? The wall running and special power-ups and whatever. It has all that stuff. Yeah, I love all that stuff. But not in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, I want to see a simplistic gameplay that, is just more, I guess, more of like a raw shooter, I guess, than with all these special abilities and superpowers and all this other stuff. Now that they're going back to that, I'm really excited.
So I do have a question. And I think we've talked about enough before that this is exactly what we want from Call of Duty and the direction that we want it to go. But do you think so? And maybe I haven't read enough articles about it or news about it, but they're telling a story about World War II. But are they going to put a Call of Duty twist to it? So like Black Ops told the story of Vietnam and even World at War, but they put a Call of Duty twist where they added fictional pieces to it. And and like in Black Ops, they added like this new, this drug or this biological warfare weapon that the Nazis had that didn't release, and they had to destroy it. So, do you think they'll have some kind of twist to it, a Call of Duty twist?
I don't know. I would guess yes, because that's kind of their MO. But at the same time, I don't know. I would kind of like to see them not have that, and just. They're
stick with it.
Yeah, they're advertising a Band of Brothers type story.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to see that, actually.
And the one thing I said about that series is like the most realistic war movie / thing you've watched. So. Just saying.
So and that's what it was and continues to be. What's appealing to me about Battlefield 1 is that it is just like it's the horrors of war, really. I mean, you play the game even online, and there's stuff exploding all around you. Like there's I remember playing the intro to Battlefield 1, and like it's impossible to survive.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
So that type of thing is actually, I don't want to say it's really cool, but it's like, but it immerses you in what war is about.
Yeah, it's more realistic, basically.
Yes. And I'd love to see that from Call of Duty. I don't want my player in Call of Duty to be James Bond. I don't want him to be Thor or Iron Man. I want him to be an average soldier in combat experiencing that. The good and the bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring back the emotion.
Yes.
Of a war game.
And I think they're committed to doing that, and that's why I'm really excited. This is the first game I've been excited for in Call of Duty since probably Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3.
All right.
So I'm really fired up for this game. Like, I am going to pre-order this game. I'm going to get it. I'm fired up for it. What do you guys think?
I'm definitely fired up about it. I've wanted this for a long time.
Well, for me, it's a we'll see, because they've gone completely off the deep end with stuff. Last time they tried to make Halo and Titanfall have a baby with their skins on it, So my judgment is to remain until I see what I see.
So Mike, here's the one thing I'll tell you. The one reason to be optimistic: this is Sledgehammer Games doing this game, and they've only done one Call of Duty before. So they're probably the studio that's most open to making significant changes.
Remind us again which Call of Duty that was.
That was the one with press X to pay respects. That was the Kevin Spacey.
Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare, which actually wasn't bad.
I love Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, and the online, and I'll tell you this: the online play of the last like four Call of Duties, it's been my favorite. And I didn't play a lot of Black Ops 3 online, but that one, Advanced Warfare, I actually enjoyed playing online. So I thought it felt very smooth. I thought it felt good as a shooter. So I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. And story-wise, I think that studio is probably the most open to making significant changes to their formula.
Yeah.
Which gives me a lot of hope about what we can see out of this game.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Anyone
All
else? All right.
So he actually had a second question. So is Third Sun Gaming going to allow any goals tonight, or is Steve going to mess it up?
I'm going to vote Steve's going to mess it up.
Yeah, okay. And I will say that our goalie probably has something to do with that, whether or not we allow goals. But chances are Steve will probably mess it up.
If you guys really want me to, I can jump on goalie tonight for you guys.
Don't threaten us.
No comment.
Don't you dare threaten us.
Listen, I'm down for it. That just means we got to put in 30 goals to win, but that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'll let in 29, but you guys will still win. You got to still make 30.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we sure can.
All right, so one more question from somebody named Steve Wiseman. He asked, have you played Until Dawn? If so, should they make another one? And why is the answer yes? So he just answered his own question, so we don't have to do anything.
Excuse me, sorry.
No.
I have not played it. I have not played it. I think I watched a little bit on stream. Besides that, I don't really have anything on this one.
I have it sitting here, and I know I committed to playing it a few weeks ago on the show. Didn't get around to it because I got like so caught up in MLB over vacation. But I have it sitting here to play, and I'm actually really looking forward to playing it. And I'll say, first of all, I mean, these are the type of games that I actually really, really enjoy. In terms of, like, I love horror games. And that, like, campy horror type game that tells a story of, like, the Friday the 13th movies type of thing.
Yeah.
Is right up my alley.
Right.
So, if it's done well, yeah, absolutely make another one. Speaking of, Friday the 13th comes out this month.
Yeah, I was reading about it.
Month, and I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
So I played Until Dawn. I did not finish it, but when I first booted it up, I'm like, man, this game, I don't know, it's very cheesy. It's like a teenage, like early 90s teenage slasher flick.
Yep.
But then you start getting twists and turns, and you start seeing the decisions that you make actually do have an impact on the story. And I love games like that. I love games, and a lot of people call them walking simulators, a lot like the Telltale games or games like Gone Home. And I love games like that where it focuses more on the story.
Well, it's kind of like the game we talked about last week, too, Late Shift.
Yeah. And I seriously I want to pick that up.
It's a different type, Mike, I get it, but it's very story-driven where you choose your responses rather than playing through the action yourself. Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, what I'm getting at is that I played Gone Home, almost right after you did. And I was expecting something bad to happen. And it didn't. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it was a freaking walking simulator. However,
I thought the girl killed herself. I mean, I don't think that's a spoiler, but I thought she killed herself, but that didn't happen. And that's not the twist the game took at all.
Yeah.
But the Late Shift is, it like keeps you actually interested in it because the writers and the actors, they're really good. So
yeah, they are. They actually are.
So you're actually watching a movie and it's like playing what was that one? The Space Ace, but what was the other one? Dragon's Lair. Like you have very limited time to pick something to do, and then it goes off that way or it goes off this way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good comparison. I didn't think about Dragon Slayer, but yeah, that's Late Shift sounds a lot like it.
And it's actually very good. Like I actually enjoyed that game quite a bit. And games like that don't get enough attention. Like you don't see anything about Late Shift on IGN or anything like that. And I'll advocate that game all day long because I actually enjoyed myself playing it.
I think that I will finish Late Shift and I will write my thoughts on the game and send it away. Not that my thoughts matter, but I think it's really worth covering because I think they did a bang-up job on
it. How much is it?
It's like now. Well, went off sale now, so it's $15. But yeah,
seriously, it's worth the $15. If you've seen all the garbage that's out there for $15, this is definitely.
I might try it out, and I definitely want to finish Until Dawn. And actually, since it's brought up this week, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it and finish off my thoughts next week, I guess. But yeah, Until Dawn was a great game, and definitely worth playing. And I definitely think there will be a sequel. And it's not a long game. I do know that because I'm almost done with it. And I probably only put in like 5-6 hours into it. It's not a long game. You can finish it quickly, but you can also replay it. And it's not like The Walking Dead. Yes, you can make decisions in it, and the decisions that you make impact the story, but very minimally.
You have about the same amount of time in the Late Shift as you do The Walking Dead to make your decisions.
Yeah,
that's still good enough. Still a good amount of time. Yeah, but
like 3 to 5 seconds, Mike, you think?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
might try the late shift out, but Until Dawn was a great game, and they should make a sequel.
But
Hopefully,
here's the thing too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, my friend.
You're fine.
But like Tyler said, there's like 7 different endings to the late shift.
Yes.
So one playthrough, you're only going to get one of the ending achievements versus the other one. So it gives you a reason to go back and really randomize your selection.
And there's a couple pivotal moments in the game, and Mike, I don't know if you've gotten this far, and it's not giving away any of the story or not. But it's like, do you go with the girl or not? Like that's a pivotal moment in the story where the story will just completely go a totally different direction, right? And that's not giving away any of the story, Mike. So don't worry about it. But
kinda.
No, well, not really, because
Just an option
you'll find out
that comes
later. But it's that things like that completely impact the story in a major way, and there are chapters of the story like I played through that I haven't unlocked yet that I need to go back and do, and I finished the game. So
one playthrough took how long?
Hour and a half.
I wasn't thinking take that. Yeah, I was thinking hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, maybe a little more.
So it kind of makes you want to let me change my decisions.
Yeah.
You want to go back, because if it's like 5 hours long and there's 7 different endings, I don't want to play it again.
Yeah, right, exactly. I hear you now.
Think about how expensive it is to do a live action video game.
A lot of filming, that filming they had to do.
Yeah.
So it's and you got to film all the different responses and all that stuff, So it's.
I'm gonna download it tonight. You're selling it to me right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm telling you, it's one of the best gems that I've never heard of that I found in a while.
I've never heard of it. I mean, it sounds great.
And I found it by accident. I was just going through the store and I saw it. I'm like, oh, what's this? And I looked at it and I read the thing and I'm like, this sounds actually really interesting. I'm going to buy this because it was on sale for $10. Mm-hmm. So big deal, $10. I mean, whatever. It's like, getting lunch.
It's like a Taco Bell.
I like lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's and I've had lunches that I've hated before. So what the hell? I mean, who cares? I get a video game, and if I hate it, big deal. But I was really pleasantly surprised. This game is very, very good.
Yeah. I concur, sir. I concur.
So, anyway, that is totally not related to the question that was asked. But anyway.
Yeah.
Who cares about the question?
It wasn't that great of a question because we talked about Until Dawn like 10 more times. 10 times before. Yeah.
So thanks, Steve.
Yes.
Anyway. No, Steve, we love you. It's okay.
Yeah.
Not really.
Sorry.
One more quick just shout out to Raz.
Yes.
Raz joined our Facebook group. Yeah, he joined our Facebook group. I just know that he's gonna love social media, and soon I'll be looking at pictures of his family and just seeing what he looks like a real person, and he's just gonna love it. So he did post on our page, and he talked about he said that he recommended that we use Discord for communication. That it's that's better than Facebook and Twitter. But we're looking into it. I think. But just personally, I think we are looking for a larger community, and I think Facebook and Twitter we're trying to get the word out there and get our name out there.
So
which,
Raz,
from what
Raz, I'll tell you first of all. Yeah, Raz, first of all, thank you for joining Facebook. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Because I know you did just for us, and we appreciate that. 2, we're looking at all options, including Discord. Okay?
Yeah.
And we do have plans for what we want to do here, and part of that is, writing for these websites and pairing up with Respawn, which we're really excited about. Not just, the benefits we get from the podcast, but being able to write and do those things and help them out too, and try to make try to do our part to make a great website over there, and a great community there too. So that's all part of what we want to do. And as our community continues to grow through those things, then I think things like Discord will be a better fit.
Yes.
As we get there. So what we need from you guys, the people who are our loyal listeners that we love and have been there since the beginning, pretty much, like Raz. We need you to tell your friends. We need you to tell people that listen to other podcasts that you listen to, and just invite them over to the podcast forums. You should be able to do that now. You should be able to get them, invite them over and have them be part of it. And let's get them to be part of the community, because that helps us grow. And the more we grow, the bigger community we have, and the bigger community we have, the more things like Discord make sense for us. So
Absolutely.
That's really what we're trying to do right now. We don't want to have all these things before we have the community that's ready to use them. So
it's a good suggestion, though.
Yeah,
good recommendation.
Yeah, it's a great recommendation, and it's absolutely part of our plans. It's just something that, we want to build that up a little more before we get there. And again, we appreciate and love the support you've all given us. Those of you who've been here for a long time. Rez, you're just one of the people that's been like just an awesome fan for us. Steve, as much as we give you crap, you're part of that too. And many other people that we don't have time to mention have been great supporters of ours. So we really appreciate that. But we do have plans to grow, and we do have plans for E3 week and after. But we need your help to help us grow, so we can do that through Twitch by going on and following us. And then when you see us go online, just, hey, even if you just put us on in the background, helps us out. Going on and telling your friends about the podcast, having them download and listen, join the Facebook group and take part, helps us out a ton. Things like that, little things can go a long way to helping us grow and getting us to the point where things like Discord make a lot of sense for us. So
really what we need our listeners to do is get a boom box and put Third Son Gaming on it, and then get on a United Flight. Get on a United Flight and just start blaring it. And then there's going to be a YouTube viral video that man plays amateur podcast on flight and gets booted off the plane, and then we're just going to get millions of subscribers. So I need somebody to do that.
So if any of you are willing to get arrested and beaten nearly to death,
and maybe thrown in jail,
but
Steve, we really want to nominate you for this.
But if you're gonna do it, make sure you wear the same black jacket as John Cusack did when he was holding up.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Yeah. Now I think we're crossing the border. We just need to put up a wall right now.
The border wasn't made in Mexico. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Put up a wall. Yeah, just put up a wall right now and just cover that up.
All right.
Scrap that idea.
All right, that's it for questions, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that everybody's going to do it for episode number 47. And we're continuing the march up to 1 year of doing this. We're going to be there very shortly. Next week. Yeah, next month for E3, we'll be celebrating 1 year, which means we're going to have some cool stuff to give away. So tell your friends, get your friends in here downloading the episodes and downloading the podcast, joining the Facebook group, and being part of the Twitch community. That's going to help us grow. We really appreciate everything you're doing to help us. The more listeners we have, the more people we have as part of the Facebook group, the better prizes we're going to give away. So we are planning some cool stuff for E3 week, so please help us grow before then so we can have some really cool stuff for you then. For Graham, Mike, and Eugene, I'm Tyler saying thank you so much for listening to number 47 of the Third Son Gaming Podcast. We'll be back next week with episode number 48. Until then, stay safe, everybody. Have a great week and play some great games.
Drink your maple syrup.
Later.